Hi, I'm Katrina Church. I'm one of the directors of Insurance People, Mortgage People in Auckland, New Zealand.
Very good. And how long have you been doing that, Katrina?
I have been in the industry 20 years this year. It's my 21st birthday this year.
Brilliant. And how long have you been with Insurance People?
I sold my practice 11 years ago and bought into the business, became a shareholder, minor shareholder then, and then in the last 18 months I've purchased the rest of the business off my old business partners and put a couple of new ones in.
That is brilliant, fantastic. Yeah. But say, for the first 9 years then you had your own advice business?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So you didn't go and work with someone else, you just started up?
I started in a brokerage, which was awesome. It was called Apex Advice Group.
And where was that based?
Auckland again.
Okay. And
there was about 20 of us advisors, so all shapes and sizes, all different parts. One was a plumber, ex-plumber, someone was ex-tower, someone was ex-AMP. I had been a restaurant manager prior to becoming an insurance broker, because that's what you do. And it was a wonderful environment to cut your teeth into, to do your apprenticeship, learning off all these different people, the different styles, different ways of doing things, different insurance companies. So you learnt very quickly. It was like, definitely your apprenticeship. You learnt off everybody else, which was awesome.
Well, you've already answered what was going to be my next question about what you did before you started insurance broking, but what was it that made you take that move in the first place, make that move into insurance broking in the first place?
Well, as I mentioned, I was the hostess with the mostest. I was a restaurant manager and I loved it. I loved the people, the connection.
What was the restaurant?
Iguazu and Parnell. Any New Zealander around my age group will know the one, or older.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, because it was a good haunt. It was a good place to go to, right?
Okay, what sort of food did they serve?
Oh, everything.
Okay.
Everything. It was the place to be on a Friday evening, let's say that.
Okay, sounds like it was a fun place to work.
It truly was, but it wasn't conducive to being a good mother. And I had, my daughter was 2. I'd recently become a single mum. And it was at that point when I thought to myself, I kind of need to do something that's going to be a little bit more conducive to raising a family, but also building a future for ourselves. So I always say my eldest daughter, who's now 23, was the reason I got into the business. Someone tapped me on the shoulder, I grabbed that opportunity and I ran with it. And so that's how I got into the industry.
Okay, very good. So we're talking today behind an MDRT backdrop. We're at the 2019 MDRT annual meeting. What does MDRT mean for you?
I often say coming to MDRT is like chicken soup for the soul. When I'm back in New Zealand, I am the boss, or I'm the advisor, or I'm guiding people all the time. And you really need to go somewhere sometimes to actually find some more topics, some more content, some more ideas to actually just share with other people like yourself. And one of the things I absolutely love about MDRT is the different cultures, the different people, and all the different ideas and the sharing. So for me, this is coming up, having chicken soup for the soul. I generally hop on the plane with very little thought about what the reason for this year will be. And as the meeting goes on, it comes to me during that meeting what the purpose of that one is. And I think this particular meeting, we're 2 days in, would be capacity. So I think all of us advisors with compliance and with running big teams or being a mum, it's all about capacity. How do you get everything done? How do you find a way through so that you don't lose yourself along the way? And I think that's what this meeting is for me, just keeping an eye out for new ideas and new ways of actually doing things better than what I did before. All
right, so they're great learnings and they're different learnings that you're going to take back with you, but after you've applied those learnings to your business, what else are you doing in your life these days, Katrina?
Well, I'm very busy being a mum, so I have 3 children, 23, 15 and 11. So I vicariously live through them and all of these sports teams, which is way too many. Wonderful husband, Matt, and we're at a stage of business because we're in growth mode. There isn't a huge amount of space for everything else. Right. We do a lot of travelling as a family.
Where to?
All around the place. So in the last few years, we've been Samoa, Rarotonga, we've been to Iguazu Falls.
Where's that?
I mentioned Iguazu before, which was a restaurant that I was a restaurant manager at. In that restaurant is a picture of this amazing waterfall, one of the biggest waterfalls in the world. And it's borders on Brazil and Argentina. And so we were really fortunate. I always said one day, I'm going to Iguazu Falls. And I took my 3 kids there recently, my husband, and we went to Iguazu Falls.
And was it what you expected it to be?
It was immense, it was huge, it was amazing, it was very beautiful, very different culture, very peaceful.
Well, we've got an image of it on the screen right now, but looking forward then just a little bit towards the future, what's the future for you and your business, and what do you think is the future for the New Zealand advice sector?
So the future of where I'm at in our business is one of the roles I've learnt you do what you're good at or what your passion is. I'm still a very strong active advisor and I don't wish to change that. I'm in my happy place when I'm out of the office sitting in front of people. But I'm also really focused on the client experience. We're so caught up in our industries now about regulation and compliance and ticking the boxes that we've actually forgotten that we need to connect in different ways with our communities and with our clients and realise that they only have to ask and we're right there with them to help them through their challenges. So I'm very focused at the moment on how we do things and why we do things the way we do and can we do it differently, better and engage in different ways. So that's I see that for the next couple of years, my focus. As far as the industry is concerned, New Zealand is a little bit behind Australia in regards to regulation. We're under review at present. The licensing regime will start. We've been ready, we believe we're ready. We've spent a fair amount of money, time and effort already getting our business into a very standardised process model. And now we're just ready to crack on and just get on with it, really.
All right, so good luck with that. Good luck with continuing to develop the client experience, and best wishes for your future. Thank you very much for your time, Katrina Church.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.